So the woman who comes back after you leave her. You see, so many people are of the opinion that once a woman leaves you, she will always come back. Once a woman breaks up with you, there's a 100% chance that she's gonna come back to you. You see, that's only a half truth, but the other half of that is no, it's fucking wrong. A woman's only gonna come back to you if she feels strongly enough with you, and if she feels that being with you is way better than being without you. So what these guys fail to tell you is that, number one, a lot of these girls who don't come back to you, it's probably because they don't see values being aligned, and they also don't see that being with you is any better than being without you. That's number one. Number two, a lot of these women who come back to you are just super insecure, and they're coming back to you because they're just so afraid that they're not gonna find anyone better. So right now you might be in the position where you've been broken up with, your heart is fucking crushed, you're destroyed, and you want to know, how can I get this girl back? Or how long is it going to take for this woman to come back? Should I wait 67 days? Should I wait 102 days? Should I wait just 7 days after the breakup? Well, before I answer that question for you, dude, I need you to answer a few questions for me. Number one, how strong was the connection between you two? And number two, how much values do you two share together? And number three, do you really want to be someone's backup option? Because actually, let me tell you this, there's a very big chance, this is the most likely chance, that when a woman breaks up with you, what she did was she put you on the backup bench. You know, on that soccer or football team, there's a bunch of main players, and then the rest, they're on the backup bench. They're decent, they're good players, but they're not great players. They're on the backup bench instead of being on the main team. In case something happens to the main guy, then that person will play. You see, that's where you are right now. So when she tries to make it work with Mr. Popular, with Mr. Superstar, with Mr. Captain of the football team, and it doesn't work out with him, she goes right to you, which you're Mr. Backup Plan. And so she hits you up, Mr. Backup Plan, and of course you're so eager to see her. And then when she knows that you're so eager to see her, oh, of course I'll see you. Of course, yeah, I'll see you in 5 minutes. She starts thinking to herself, wait, I kind of really wanted to see him, but then as soon as he showed me so much eagerness, I don't know, I just kind of got disgusted. You see, that's the whole thing. When you have this idea in the back of your mind of when is the ex going to come back, how many days should I calculate for them to come back, you've already lost the game. Because I'm here to tell you right now that if a person does leave you, more than likely you shouldn't want them back. However, there are exceptions. I know there's quotes that say once an ex, always an ex. A person who leaves you should never be taken back. Yes, in most cases. However, there are exceptions. If they left you for reasons that are within your control because you failed at certain things you were doing in life, or failed at the dynamic between you and this other person, then you're the one at fault, and they made the right decision to leave you. For example, you were getting way too lazy, you've lost your ambition in life, you've been fired from your job, and you never did anything to improve yourself, to improve your situation. You've lost your masculine frame, you've lost your drive in life. Anytime she's been suggesting to give you a push or to make you better, you were just Mr. Lazy. You didn't really take the opportunity, you didn't really have that sense of drive, that masculine drive within you to make your life better. If all those things happened, then no offense, dude, she rightfully so left you. She left you for the right reasons. You weren't really a good candidate, a good partner to be with. But now because she left you and she sees that you've made changes in your life, or you're starting to make some changes, you're planning some changes, you're making some moves, and then she comes back, then that's a really good reason to come back, because she's then like, oh, this person's a changed man. Maybe I should go and see what he's all about right now. And that's healthy. But if she just left you for superficial reasons because she wanted to be with Mr. Popular and you were Mr. Backup Plan, backup bench on the team, and it didn't work with Mr. Popular, let me contact Mr. Backup Plan, aka you. It didn't work out with Mr. Popular, and of course you don't know that. You're sitting there scratching your head. Oh yeah, wait, she's been gone for 3 months and she just appeared out of nowhere, showing me all this emotion and all this affection. Oh, I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her it's okay. No, don't fall for that stupid trap. I bet you, if you're a woman watching this, there's a good chance that you've done this to some guy, whether you willingly did it or not. Whether, I don't know how old you are right now, maybe at least one time. You know, you've tried to work it out with Mr. Popular, or with Mr. Dreams and Hopes, the guy that you dream and hope to be with. And then you left a decent guy who was, you know, he was good but not good enough. You left him on the backup plan. As soon as it didn't work out with option A, you immediately went to option B. That's how most girls are. And that's why you need to understand, when a lot of girls do come back, yes, a lot of them come back, but not all of them come back, or not most of them come back for the right reasons. A lot of them come back because it didn't work out with that guy. That's why they came back. It's not just because there's some rule where you have to sit there looking at your watch and calculating all the hours and being like, yes, she's gonna come back in a week, as if it's like the release of a movie. No, dude. The fact of the matter is, she's gonna come back if she has a strong enough reason to come back, and if she connected with you strongly enough to the point where she doesn't want to lose you and she really legitimately sees your value. Then at that point, she's gonna choose you over everyone else, where she goes through a couple stages. I think there are 4 stages if I'm not mistaken, where it's curiosity regarding, she's curious what you're doing right now with your life, and then concern, where it's kind of occupying her mind a little more than just curiosity. What the hell happened to Mike? Mike disappeared. Is Mike doing better with his life? And then preoccupation is the 3rd stage, where just like, fuck, there's no more Mike in the picture. What the hell? Is Mike doing much better in his life? Is Mike really excelling? I want to see what Mike is doing, because maybe if he's doing great, maybe I want a piece of that pie. And then number 4, after the preoccupation, it's fear and over-occupation, where you're controlling most of their thoughts and they just can't seem to stop thinking about you. And that's the point where they reach out to you. Now, your objective, if you've been broken up with, if you're smart, is number 1, see why they broke up with you. If they broke up with you for reasons that are your fault, that are fixable, then your best option is to just keep working on yourself and make yourself attractive to whoever, whether it's to other girls or to her, right? That's not option number 1. And option number 2, you want to put this person in the position where they go through these 4 stages, because you're just that much of a catch, or you're making yourself that much of a catch. You want to make yourself as much of a catch to as many women as possible. I know women are going to look at this and going to be like, oh no, that just makes you a playboy, blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. You're doing this to make yourself an attractive man so that you get your choice and you get to choose from all these women which one you like the most, so that you can pursue something with them, because you're just that type of guy. You're that guy. You're the main player. You're that main guy on the field. You're no longer the backup plan. And also, I don't want you to accept being the backup plan for anyone, no matter what. I'm sure you have some degree of common sense, because you're watching a video like this. If you find out somehow that she left you and then she's back 3 months later and nothing in your life whatsoever changed to make her want to come back with you, you're still the same guy. Nothing changed. It's just like, and you have like a gut feeling where something just tells you something's not adding up. It's probably because it didn't work out with Mr. Popular, Mr. Football captain, whatever, captain of the football team, whatever it is. But if your common sense tells you that, you need to, kind of find out how this happened, and you can, using certain questions or being a little bit, digging deeper, you'll find a way to deal with it. You don't have to ask her directly, but you'll find a way. Or if it's because number 2, she actually really had FOMO and fear of missing out, and she legitimately thought she made a huge mistake by breaking up with you, and she wants to make it up to you, and she wants to be yours and only yours. In that case, then yes, then you could take them back, and then it's legitimate, because she changed and she, reassigned or reconsidered her own thinking, her own beliefs, and you leveled up to become a way better man. You're like a 2.0 version of yourself. You're like a 2.0, you're a way better version of yourself, an upgraded version of yourself. That's when you're gonna get your ex back legitimately. Instead of these videos saying how to get an ex back, yeah, I understand that it all revolves around, oh yeah, doing this, being busy, blah, blah, blah. And it can work, yes, but we want to get to the meat and potatoes of it. Why did they leave you, number 1? Number 2, do you actually want them back after they left you? If it's legitimate, which in rare cases it is, it's pretty rare, but if it can be illegitimate, then yes, that's fine. But if it's not, just stop thinking about them, look forward, look elsewhere. If you see that they actually left you because of reasons that you messed up in, then sure, accept them back. If not, then don't tolerate any of that bullshit. You're not gonna be a backup plan to anyone. As a matter of fact, not just with women, with anyone in life. I'm gonna teach my kids this also. Never accept being a fucking backup plan to anyone. If you're someone's backup plan, you just have to politely decline. I'm sorry, I don't really accept being someone's backup plan. No, I'm sorry, I don't really accept last minute invitations or whatever, anything like that. At the end of the day, you and only you decide and write your price tag in life and your value in life, and you and only you can determine who stays and who can actually legitimately come back. So if you have respect for yourself and you know your value, and based upon your common sense, you know that this person left you for a legitimate reason, hopefully, if they didn't, then you should just walk away and never look back. Then only you can determine what to do with that. And it all comes down to your value, dude. So reconsider your value, reconsider the relationship, whether you even want them back or not. Think about that. If they were to come crawling back right now, I was just broken up with 2 weeks ago, but if they were to come crawling back right now, would I actually legitimately want them? Are they legitimately good for me? Do I see this as a future mother for my children? If the answer is no, then keep moving on. But if the answer is yes, because you fucked up somehow, then maybe, you know, it's the rare case, it's not that common, but it does happen, then maybe you can actually benefit from improving yourself and getting this person and letting them back into your life. But don't listen to the guys who tell you, oh, every woman comes back. That's because they're ignorant. Those are the insecure women who come back, because most women, unfortunately, no offense, and most men too, tend to be insecure. They're gonna come back because they didn't find the option that they want, so they're just gonna settle for you, the backup plan. But I know feelings might get hurt, but it's just the truth. Most people in general are insecure. But anyways, man, if you got the gist of the video, hope you enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up button. And also, I have a perfect first date course, which goes through not only how to make the perfect first date, but a build up and strong romantic connection between you and the girl, whom, if you connect with her strongly enough, she's gonna want to be yours and only yours. So check that out. The link is in the description below, and I will see you in the next one, bro. Peace.